Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Winnie, and this is Winning with Winnie. So, y'all, in today's video, we'll be looking into some documents you need to have as you start thinking about studying abroad. So, if you want to study abroad in the United States of America, like these are the documents you need to start putting together now. So, the first document we'll be taking a look at is called the passport. So, like the picture I have is the example of the Nigerian passport and just a little bit of our currency. Um, but yeah, every country has their own passport. So you need to figure out what the process is to get a passport in your country. Typically, there's a fee for it. So you need to go ahead and pay that fee, complete your application to get a passport and make sure that you get your passport. So the passport is very, very important. It's an international passport. You're not able to leave your country, to a different country without, getting that passport. So that's your first step. The second thing we'll need then is what is called an academic transcript. So this picture I have here is from Google, but basically an academic transcript kind of it gives you like a breakdown of all the different classes or different courses that you've taken throughout your school. So if you want to go to the United States for a bachelor's program, for example, you would basically need to get an academic transcript from the secondary school or the high school that you went to. If you're trying to go to the United States for your master's program, then you would need a transcript from the university that you went to for your bachelor. So typically, a transcript basically lists out all the different classes that you took and the grades in the class, and then a lot of them will tell you what your GPA is. I know in Nigeria they call it a CGPA. But in the US, they call it a GPA. And for the United States, most of the schools go through, we utilize like a 4.0 total. So I'm just making sure that you're able to get your GPA in that. Or typically, there's something called the West evaluation. They're able to like look at your transcript and they can evaluate it for you and tell you what your CGPA is or your GPA is on a 4.0 scale. So that's the second thing you would need is your academic transcript. The next thing you will need is your personal statement. So the personal statement it depends on the school you're going to, the school you're applying to. Every school typically has, like, they give you a set prompt that you need to write on. So this screenshot, I just took it from Common App, which is it's an app that a lot of undergraduate students, I know I utilized it when I was applying to schools for my bachelor's program. So basically, a personal statement is when they give you an essay topic, or sometimes they ask you to pick a topic that you want and just write about it. Sometimes they give you a set amount of words, so they could say like not more than 500 words. They could say not more than 1,000 words. But basically, they just want to see how you write. They want to see how you write, so your grammar skills. They want to see your critical thinking, like how do you think, stuff like that. So just making sure that as you start putting together your personal statement, that it's concise, it's clear, but also, I always encourage people, make sure you also give it to other people as well to help you read as well. Because let me tell you, sometimes you say one thing when you mean to say a different thing. So just making sure that you're utilizing all the different opportunities. If you have like an English professor or someone in your family or your close friend or your colleague is really good in English, you can also let them take a look at it just to make sure that your grammar makes sense as well. So these are some of the essay topics that Common App utilized for 2021 and 2022. The one I really like was that first one. So it says some students have a background, identity, interest, or talent that is so meaningful that they believe their application would be incomplete without it. If this sounds like you, then please share your story. I just love that because I think it gives you an opportunity to talk about your passion, your interest, like it's I don't know. I love it. So that's my favorite prompt. All right, y'all. And then the next thing you will need is letters of recommendation. So again, dependent on the school, some school might ask for two, some school might ask for three. I don't know any school. I don't know how many when I did my undergrad if I was only asked for one, but I definitely remember when I did my Kent State application, I was asked for three, which is where I did my master's. So basically, you will need someone to write you a letter of recommendation, just talking about how great you are. um, So this could be, like a professor that taught you before. This could be a staff member that worked at your university. This could be your boss if you've started working full time or part time, or even from your internship as well. Sometimes they also want like a personal friend, like someone that knows you on a closer level as well. So just start thinking of, who you have that could write you this letter of recommendation. And then the next thing I have is required language proficiency exam. So while this, a lot of times it's waived from people for people from some countries. So like if your country is considered official English speakers, then you might not be required to take these exams. But some other countries might not be, or some schools might actually request it that regardless of what country you're from, you need to take it. So there are three exams typically that I've heard of. So it's TOEFL, there's Duolingo, and then ELT. So they're all the same thing. It's an English language test, basically to prove that you know how to speak English and write English. So just making sure that whatever school you're interested in applying to, if this is one of the tests that they require, that you go ahead and take it. All right, you guys. And then the next one I have is required or optional exams that you might need to take. So the SAT or ACT is for undergraduate students. So if you're trying to move to the United States for your bachelor's program, a lot of schools might ask you to take an SAT or ACT. And a lot of times they offer funding based on this. And then if you're moving to the US for your master's or your doctoral program, then you might need to take an GRE or GMAT. All right, y'all. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the admission application process, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, my name is Winnie Bush. Bye, y'all. Have a good day.